First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liaoming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. Homage to Master Dubden Dorje. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Ragaraja. Simu, Tanchen Katso. Dharma educators, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Our participating VIPs today are the president of Euconic Company, Ashley. And from the National Tsongkhong University of Taiwan, the PhD Dr. Wang Li, and PR Director of the Taiwan Temple, Dharma Brother Fermi Wong, Dr. Ryan Zhuang, good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? First, I like to announce for next Sunday, October 6th, Sunday at 3 p.m. there would be Marichi Homa fire offering ceremony. The mantra and her mudra, which is the mudra of Mahachakra. Mahachakra and Marichi have the same mudra. And her image, she's sitting on, we should say, like a cart with wheels.
那么它有前面呢有7只金猪
It was carried by 7 golden pigs or golden boars.
很多人呢在日本里面
Many people in Japan are ninja. So this is the protector for ninja. Japanese ninja treat Marichi as their protector because she can become invisible, and she's very swift, very quick. So in the heavenly realms, her movement is extremely fast. She's also the protector of True Buddha School, who's under contract with us. There are 2 two Buddha school protectors. One is Mariji and the other one is Mahabala.
他们是护持生活中的。
And they are supporters of two Buddha school. And Mariji has a sutra. The Mariji Sutra is spoken by the Buddha. It's not long at all. You can check it out and you would know the meaning of Mariji. Mariji Devi. She can let you avoid a lot of dangerous places. And she's very agile and supportive of spiritual cultivators. And today we had the Homa fire offering ceremony of Raga Raja. In Japanese, Raga Raja or Iron, Mingwang, Iron is called Aizen in Japanese. Raga is Aizen, Katsuta. In Japanese, shouldn't be in Japanese. Aizen Haruka. Vidyaraja is Haruka, right? Aizen Haruka. And his mudra in a clasp, and then the middle fingers crossed. That means it's touched. And his mantra. The shortest mantra. And the sixth syllable is Hom. All the 6 syllables for the Vidyarajas are Hom. And he's a magnetizing deity, so that's red. So many people wear red today because he's a love deity. And his image is rather special. 1 face, 6 arms. He's wearing a crown with a Vajra, a cross Vajra scepter on it. Red hair stands straight up and fierce Vajra eyes. He looks formidable. And he has 6 hands, all holding different Dharma implements. And the first pair, one is holding a chanting bead and a lotus. The second pair is bow and arrow. And the third pair are holding the Vajra bell and Vajra scepter in the right hand. The whole body radiating bright red light. And he sits on top of a 1,000-petal lotus on top of a nectar vase. So what's special about this deity is he's sitting on top of a nectar vase. At the top of the nectar vase there's a lotus blossom, and he's sitting on top of the lotus blossom, on top of the nectar vase. It's very rare for a deity sitting on top of a nectar vase, but Raga Raja does. And on top of the nectar vase there's a lotus, and on top of the lotus Raga Raja sits on it. That's what's special about him. He's very easy to recognize. And Ragaraja is the Vairukana Buddha entering into the heart of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva.
那么他也是敬爱尊啊，我们中佛中的敬爱尊有2尊。
So he's also a magnetizing deity. At Buddha school, we have 2 magnetizing or love deities. One is Gurukule Buddha Mother, and the other one is Ragaraja. I remember I transmitted Ragaraja in Hong Kong. It was very special. Master Changren invited a music group, and what left a strong impression was that they played the mantra very emotionally. They played the guitar or all the musical instrument with passion. And when they got out on stage from 2 sides and chanting that mantra continually. This deity is very popular in Japan, in Japanese Tantrayana, but Tibetan Tantrayana also has him. I have explained this before. He has many Dharma practices. I have talked about this in Hong Kong. Because of the infatuation by love, or the burning by love, if through this deity you would gain spiritual union with your yidam very quickly. So he's like a matchmaker. You know what that is? A matchmaker. So, like a go-between. So whomever deity you want to attain spiritual union, you can ask Ragaraja to tie the bond. And you need to chant it 300,000 times. Ragaraja mantra. So if you have not gained spiritual union with your yidam, and then you chant Ragaraja mantra 300,000 times, then he would tie the bond with you, between you and the yidam. And there's the love and respect. Ragaraja is also holding a bow and arrow. In your practice, you hold the bow and arrow and you shoot the arrow toward the one you love. And if you find that person is not nice to you, then you visualize yourself to become Ragaraja, and you use the bow and arrow to shoot the heart of the person who dislikes you. Then that person will leave you alone. If someone is evil and you don't like to be in contact with him or her, then you should shoot the arrow toward the heart of that person, and you visualize that person right in front of you, and then shoot his or her heart, and then that person would cut off the relationship with you. That's to stop the evil. And the third one is the image drawing or painting practice, because you would be focused. So if you draw a Ragaraja, then the image would have that spirit and would generate power. You know, Grandmaster's paintings are very miraculous. Maybe you have heard it before. Grandmaster painted a few birds, and then there was a chapter who bought this painting, and nobody was around at night. And then the next day, as they were looking at the camera, at the surveillance camera, and they saw that the birds from the painting flew out from the painting and then flew around the chapter, and then they returned to the painting. And many people saw it, and it was in the video, in the recording. Because they got the Grandmaster's painting and then hang it in this chapter. And then twice in the recording, they saw the two white birds flying around, and then eventually returned to the painting. And there was a Dharma sister from Australia, and she got a Grandmaster's painting of peaches. And the Australian customs said, there's fruit in here, because the dog kept smelling it. And then so the officer said, you must have brought some fruit with you. And they opened the whole package, the whole baggage, and they couldn't find it. There was just a roll of painting. And when they opened the painting, and Grandmaster painted the peach, longevity peach. So the longevity peach, not plums. Plums are different from peaches. In the painting, there were peaches. It turned out the peaches smell like peaches. So the custom officer saw that it's just a painting. So like the Americans like to do this. So that's the practice of drawing or painting. It's amazing. By painting it, the power is in there, the spirit is in there. Then he would protect you. And because your spirit is in there, then he would protect you. And then the love and respect practice, as I have said earlier. Use the the pistils of red lotus blossoms, 108 of them, and then throw it into the Homa fire pit to be burned. And as you do it, you recite Hom Cha Hom Re, this person and that person, to love and respect each other. So this is like a ritual. 108 stamens of the red lotus, and as you burn them inside the Homa fire pit, you recite the mantra Hom Cha Hom Re, this person and that person, to love and each other and respect each other. And there's a note here, please do so with honesty and sincerity, and not with improper intention. And because he's sitting on top of a nectar vase, so he has a practice of the nectar water.
将爱染明丸观想移到你的头顶上。
Visualize Ragaraja move to the top of your head,
滴下甘露来。
and then from his nectar vase, the nectar drips to enter into your central channel and to fill your whole body and eradicate all of your karma. And the nectar is red because Ragaraja is red. So your whole body is filled with red nectar and you would be purified. And because it is red, once you're purified, then it would be easy for you to be reborn in the Pure Land. So this nectar practice is also to eradicate your karma. And carving the Ragaraja image practice. So if you ask someone to carve a Ragaraja image as big, exactly as big as your thumb, the same height and width, and then you chant 300,000 of his mantra, then Ragaraja will always protect you. Wherever you go, many people will love and respect you because Ragaraja is with you. And you will not be cursed or cast any spell or witchcraft or black magic. There's no use even if they cast any of the black spells because Ragaraja is protecting you. And exorcism practice, because he's a wisdom king or Ragaraja, so he's also a Heruka. So he can subjugate. And there's also a practice to tap on the back of someone. If inside that person there's a ghost or devils, Mara, then they will not be able to hide anymore. They would run away. And there's also the practice of detoxification. If you chant 300,000 of his mantra, and then targeted toward food, the food will be purified. So if you want to learn more details, you can check the Dharma Laksana, Dharma Character Treasury in the dbsn.org. Now let me share a joke. A girl who loves to smile will be lucky because the unlucky one cannot smile anymore, are unable to smile. So actually in life it's best just to smile. I have a book called Laughing Loudly 3 Times. Just laugh it off. Whether it's good or bad, then it'll pass. Nothing's left. Dharma Sister Jiaxing
加上了特效，拍师尊加上了特效，师尊变成一个猫， 就是说在加持的时候啊，这个点，然后上面就变成一个猫的耳朵。
Jiaxing took a recording of me, and then she added an effect and drew a cat on my face and my head, with the whisker and the ears and everything. So we just love it all. It's funny, of course. It's okay for me. And do you know Yao Zhong from Singapore? She took Grandmaster's photo and then glue it to a urinal. It's not toilet. It's just for urine.
那么他每天进厕所，进自己的家的厕所，就把这个他的东西拿出来。
So every time when he gets to his bathroom, he would take his own pipe-like thing and then shoot toward Grandmaster's photo. And guess would Grandmaster get angry? No. I just laugh it off 3 times. I even praised him. You know, Yao Zhong was smart. He could think of that way, of using that hose-like thing and then spray to Grandmaster's photo, Grandmaster's Dharma image on that urinal, so that I always smell with that stinky smell. And sometimes he even poop on it, on top of that Dharma image. Sometimes like chicken poop, sometimes like sausage. Sometimes it's like chicken poop, and sometimes like sausage, and people slander like that and insulted me like that. I found it's good. How could he think of such beautiful method? I really admire him and love him so much. Although now he's passed away, but I still thought of him, because if someone does that, he's actually eradicating my karma. So his idea was very good. So in the future, if you want to help Grandmaster to eradicate his karma, you can just imprint the whole of Grandmaster's Dharma image into the whole toilet. That's karma eradication. So for me, it's okay. I just laugh it off 3 times. You always want to take my video or recording, it's fine. You can take it even when I don't have my pants on. It's okay. That's how I am. There's nothing to be shy about. It was given by my parents. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's nothing to be shy about. So if you want to really record me, that's fine. You can use wiretap. Like a pinhole camera, you know, it's okay for me because I'm most natural, you know. In Grandmaster Spiritual Cultivation now, he's totally fearless. He's not afraid of anything, and he has no embarrassment or any knots in his heart, nothing at all. And look at Milarepa. He practiced with one piece of garment until the garment was totally torn and deteriorated, and he was completely nude, and he only ate nettle leaves, so his whole body was green. So his sister told him, "Aren't you ashamed of yourself?" And Milarepa said, "Spiritual cultivation is full of dignity. I use my body to practice. It's not an embarrassment at all. There is no shame. It's not different than other human beings." But other people are faking it. They're pretentious because they have to cover their body. So Milarepa was really great. He is able to be free from the earth's 8 worldly winds. A son asked his dad, "Dad, what's the feeling of being married?" And Dad said, the dads give an example. It's like you delete all the music from your cell phones and you just leave one favorite song, and from then on you continually play it over and over, from liking it to hating it to eventually become a habit. But nobody laughs because everybody's got used to it. Now let me talk about Lamdre.
略施如下，各庙间，以心换无自信中，以经论及理论诸理抉择，得
The realization of discussing each marvelous concept amidst the mind, illusion and no self-nature, choose the sutras, abhidharma and concepts that bear the most victorious explanation. And the realization of victorious understanding as the realm, mastery in the meaning and concept, yet there is no spiritual experience based on its body, nature and appearance. The realization of arriving at the other shore together. The inner mind is non-abiding. Cutting off the game playing is merely by hearing and thinking, therefore there is no difference between the prajna yana and the secret yana. This is talking about the mind. Illusion. Mind, illusion, and no self-nature. Let me explain this part. What is the mind? Buddhism often talk about this mind or heart mind. What is the mind? It's not this heart organ. Strictly speaking, sin, or we translated it as the mind or heart mind, is nothing. Is the mind inside you? Is it inside you? You cannot find it. Is the mind outside of you? You cannot find it either. Is it in between your inside and outside? No, you can't find it there either. So what is the mind? What is this heart mind? According to a Zen master, Bodhidharma, the founder of Zen Buddhism, when you cannot find your mind anymore, that is called the heart mind. When you can still find your heart mind, pay attention. When you have found your heart mind, that's the fake one. But when you cannot find your heart mind anymore, then that is the heart mind, because the heart mind cannot be found. There is no such thing. Illusion. It's something that you feel. The other day, wow, the rainbow, beautiful.
So beautiful. 然后我们在那个西雅图雷藏寺常常看到彩虹。哇
At the Seattle temple, we often see the rainbow. Everybody came out to take a look. Beautiful rainbows.
但是 rainbow 从哪里出来？
But where did the rainbow come from?
它是实有的吗？没有。
Is it concrete? No. It's illusion.
幻变出来的因缘和
It's transformed and appeared due to certain conditions because of the water, vapor, and then light, and then through reflections they generate the rainbow. So that means the combinations of different affinities, different conditions. So if you say that I want to catch the rainbow, are you able to? No. There is nothing real. So this transforms to become no self-nature, because it is just manifested. It's nothing. The same with the human being. A human being is also manifested due to the right conditions or the right affinities. I remember in mainland China there was some Taiwanese that went there for prostitution, and he was caught by the police and judged that you violated the law. So on his passport there was the stamp saying that he's a pervert. So of course now the great sea caught a lot of corruptors.
那个时候呢，这个有人他就
But at that time, there was still corruption around. Now,
淫虫那两个字实在是很
not.
难看，
And so he
就
didn't
塞
like
一
that
点钱给
stamp or
公安
mark
比较高级的公安，
on
拜
his
托把我
passport
这淫
that
虫
he
两个
was
字
like a
给他删除
like a
这个护
like
照
a
到最后
horny
发回来
person, you know, a lust
上面
person,
写着不是淫虫，
and then asked the officer to get rid of it. So instead, what the
多盖了
officer
两个
did,
字不
he
是淫
stabbed
虫，
another one, not so not
不是淫虫啊，还是淫虫，
sexual pervert, or
这是一个
but
笑话。
actually he
这
is
个
still right.
其实
It's
是
still
无自
there.
信。人是什么变的？我今天跟大家
Actually, there's no
是从
self-nature
变
to it. So where did the human being
你
come
以为
from?
你哇，我们
From
人是万物之灵，非常高尚。
from a little
其实
weakly
不过是一个植虫跟岩虫两个结合起
worm.
来，就变成人。怀胎
one is round and one is long.
几千亿条的虫，
So
大家拼命冲，冲到最后碰到一个岩虫，
so
圆
during
形的
the
虫，
the intercourse, there were like thousands of
进入
the
圆形的虫
little
就
long
就
sperms
着床。
that shoot toward the round egg.
你以为你多高尚？其实我们每一个
So
人
you
都是虫。
think you're so noble? We're actually all just that
不管你
little
是男的、女的，
worm.
全部都是虫啊。
Whether you're a man or woman, we all came from
意思
that
是
worm.
讲说，你以为人本身有什么？无自信。
So what do you
你也是
what
因
is so
缘
big
结
deal
合
about a
变
human
化出
being?
来的，
No self-nature.
本
You
身
just
里面
made
没有
up
什么
due
东西。
to certain right conditions.
将来因
But
缘到了
inside
分散
nothing.
了，你什么都没有。
And when the time comes, they all would disperse and then everything would be gone.
所以
It's
佛
all
法
the same.
它本身其实
So
佛法
Buddha
也是非
Dharma
常科学
actually is very deep
看
and
心
profound, but it's also very scientific.
无自
So
信，
mind, illusion,
这个
and no
可以圣
self-nature.
解，圣解可以圣解。
So this
也
is
就是
the
说
most
你
victorious
能够
explanation.
由这种形象
So what
去
it means is
得到
that
这样子的见解，
if you can
得到这样子的见解，
receive
人本身也是无
comprehension
自信。
from this, that even a
但是
human
为了
being
讲
has
佛
no
法
self-nature,
你必须要有自信。
but in
自信
order
这个自
to
信，为了讲
teach
佛法，
Buddha
必须
Dharma,
要
you
有
have
自信。
to
到了真的圣义
have
地
the
的时候，
self-nature.
就是
Only
无
when you
自信，
reach the ultimate
三
realm,
轮体空，
then there is no self-nature.
没有布
Then
施的人，
there's that the three wheels are
也没有受
intrinsically
布
empty.
施的人，
There's no
也没有布施的
no
东西。
subject of the giving,
叫三轮
object of the
体
giving, and no
其实
recipient
你
of the
能够
giving.
证明了三轮体空，修正了，
So
你
if
就
you
会得到
can
无生法忍。
comprehend and then
这
prove
是一个果位，
the
无
three
生法忍
wheels
是
are
菩
empty,
萨第
then you
八
would
地
reach
地上
the
才有
realm
无生
of
法忍。
the
第八地的菩
non-arising
萨才有无生法忍。
Dharma endurance, and that
那
only
你
belongs to the
得到了
Bodhisattva
圣
on
解，
the
就是
eighth
你
ground.
懂得这个理论，但是你
So
还没有实践。
if you have
你懂
this
了这个理
realization
论
of
以
the
后，
victorious
你会无
explanation,
所畏惧。
you have the concept or the theory, but you have not
你也知道世间，昨天
realize
晚上
it.
讲，无所
That
得，
once you understand it, then you
你
would
不
be
能得
totally
到什么东
fearless. Like what I said last night, nothing to
啊
gain.
不得
You
你
cannot
得不
truly
到，
have anything.
跟得其实是一样的，
So whether you
都无所
get it, you
你
don't,
算你得到
or
了，
you
也
lost
是
it,
不得。
it's all the same. Even if you get it, it's the same as not having it.
那大家知道的这个，这师
You
尊
all
喜欢
know.
看这个
that Grandmaster likes to
看什么？
see beautiful
哎，
ladies.
老夫所有的习性全部都断了。
I have cut off all my habitual tendencies except this one, the last
你
one.
们这些弟子们啊，懂不懂得孝顺老夫啊？
And you, as disciples, do you know how to be filial to this old
不讲
man?
了，不讲了。
Okay, let's stop it now.
这个讲实在话，我们也知道的。刚刚那个结婚的笑话，最喜欢的歌，
Frankly
剩下
speaking,
一条这条，
like the joke about
听久
marriage,
了腻了
the
以后也
favorite
习惯
song is
这
only
就是结婚
that song. And then after hearing it so much, you get used to
美
it.
女你看久了
And
看
that's
惯了，都够多
the
看几
thing.
年了，她真的很丑。
So even beautiful lady, even when she's so beautiful, after a
然后
few
你以为
years,
你能够
she
永
would
远
be
看
really
她很美
ugly.
吗？其实没有。
You think that you would
再怎么
think
美
of her as beautiful
变得
all
丑
the time? No. Doesn't matter how beautiful she was, she becomes ugly.
其实心是不住的，
Actually, the
所以心是会变。
mind, the heart mind
我
is
们常常在讲
non-abiding. It's ever
海
changing.
枯石烂，
We often say that
海都
even
干
when the
枯了，
ocean dry and the rocks
海水会干，石头会烂，我的心拢会变。
rot, my heart stays forever.
那个绝对是骗人的。
That's
绝
definitely
对
a
是骗人
lie.
那个啊，只有一种东西会相信，
Only one
鬼会相信，
thing would believe, then the ghosts would believe.
鬼会相信，真的，不管是男的跟你讲，还是女的跟你讲，你都不能
Whether
相
it
信。
was said by the man or the woman, you cannot believe it.
什么爱你10000年呐、爱你
Like
10000年
loving
爱你
you
10000
for
年这条
thousands of
歌
years,
啊有这
that's
个
a
爱你
song,
10000
right?
年的这条歌
Loving you
10000
for
年
millions
能
of
够爱10000
years.
年
Can you do it? Wow.
真的是 My goodness 哎呀真的是太过分了。
That's over.
这里有一个比喻啊，为主换的女人
That's
找
too
不
much.
到会回家的男人。
The woman who can cook
会
cannot
回
find
家
a
的男
man
人
who
找不到
who
会煮饭的
comes
女人
home. But the
这是
man who
对的。
comes home cannot find a
怎么去
woman
解
who
释
can
这个
cook.
笑话呢？
How can you explain this joke? That's relative.
女孩子们要注意了，要记住，一个大师这样子讲，
Ladies,
千万不要
please
跟
pay
有
attention.
6块肌的男人
Remember.
交往，
never date men with
因为不会
six
有一个
packs.
男人练了6块肌，只为了
Because
认识一个女生。
Impossible for a man to get the 6 packs just
6 块
for
肌
one
你看
woman.
不到嘛，对不对？
You cannot
他
see
练了
the
6块肌，一定
six
要
packs
展示给
muscle,
很多
right?
女生看。
You cannot see it, right? So he must have
所以
shown
你
it
千
to
万不要
many
相信
women.
他，他会爱你10000年。
Never believe him that he would love you for
这个也有它的本
10,000
身有这个
years.
道理，这个道理就在。所以我们圣解
There's a reason there.
犯无自信，
So in the victorious
你能够
explanation,
得到这个，
the heart mind,
就已经快接
illusion,
近
and
空
no
性。
self-nature. If you can
你体悟
affirm
到这
this,
个，就能够
then you're close to the
差不多
empty nature.
接近
If you comprehend this, it's close.
仅以文思断，争其细论，则波罗蜜胜与密胜二者无差别。
The inner mind is
波罗
non-abiding.
蜜胜
Cutting off the game playing is merely by hearing and thinking. There's no difference between the
密胜
prajnayana and secret-yana. Prajnayana
如果
is
你
the
有
vehicle
听到
of
的
the
密
bodhisattvahood,
或者是
and secret-yana is tantrayana. If you
你
only
以闻
hear
听
the
到，然后去思考。
tantrayana or Buddha
这个波罗
Dharma,
蜜胜
you
跟密胜
heard it and then you contemplate
等
on
无
it.
差别。什
So
么叫做密胜？
prajnayana and
就是
secret-yana
它
equal and
有
no
实
different.
修，
Secret-yana or
闻思
tantrayana
两个字，
is with
其实
real
没有差别。
practice.
密教跟波罗蜜胜面，
And on
大
top of
圣
the
跟
hearing
密
and
圣
thinking.
没有差别。
So Mahayana
加
and
上了
Tantrayana
修
has no
闻
difference.
思修，这密
But
教就是
with
重视
The
在实修
addition
上，
of the
你
real
实修了
practice,
就产
which
生
is
差别。
emphasized in Tantrayana. And because of
这
the
个你
real
必须要这样
practice,
子想。
you would
这个
transcend.
这一段的意思就是在这里。
So this is how you should understand it, this
因为
piece.
密教是很重视实修的，
Because Tantrayana
像师
emphasizes
尊啊，晚上
real
睡觉，
practice. Like Grandmaster,
Or
at night, before sleep, I would do
睡前的
my
修法。
practice. My practice
睡前
before
的修
sleep.
法，我晚上做梦，我知
At
道
night,
这是一个梦。
When
这
I
是
have
梦
a dream, I know that this is a dream.
你们晚上做梦知不知道那是梦啊？
When you have dreams at night, do
知道。
you know
我是在做梦。
it is a dream?
那知道
It was a
做
dream.
梦的时候知道这个是梦的，请举手。
Please raise your hand if you know when you
啊，你
dream
知道是
that
自
it
己
is
在
a
做梦。
dream. You do know?
一般来讲，一般人是这样的，做梦的时候以为是真的。
Most people, when they have dreams, they think that those are real.
做梦的时候不知道啊，哇，你在考
They
试。
don't know.
我最讨厌
Like
的
you're taking
我已经离
tests.
开学校，已经离开那么久，
You know?
有时候
The
晚上
thing
做梦
that
还是很痛苦。为什么？因为
I
还在
hate
考试
most
啊。
is I have left school for so long.
那
But
个
at
时候做
night,
梦，
in my dreams,
做梦
I'm still taking
天
tests.
哪！我又坐在课堂，然后又
Oh
在那边考
no,
试，
I'm in the
又写不
classroom
出
and
来。
taking tests.
那同
and
学
I
都
don't know
拼
how
命
to
在写，我
answer.
一个人写不出来。
And all the classmates were
我写不
writing
出来，
down the
前面的
answers
那个
except
考卷
me.
也不放下来一点。
And they didn't
左边右
lower
边的，
the
左边
test
右边的
paper
又
in front of
放
me.
字写
And
大
to
一
the
点，写那么
left
细
or
干什么
right,？
害我
They
都看
don't
不
write
到。
bigger so that I can
我
see.
敲敲后面的桌子，他也不给我小抄。
And I
在
tap
那边
on the
急得
desk
像蚂蚁一
behind
样
and
的。
they didn't give me any cheat sheet.
醒过来说，哦，
I
原来
was
是
so
做梦
anxious
哦
like
放
an
心了
ant.
放心了
And then I woke up and oh, it was a dream. Oh well,
年纪这么
rest
大了，
assured.
还在做考试，
See, I'm
离
at
开
this
学校那么
age
久了，还在
and
在
I'm
课
still
堂里面
taking
考
tests.
试，这简直是折磨人嘛！
I left the school long ago.
如果你知道
That's
是梦
really grueling.
啊，刚刚
But
有人举手，
if you know
说你有
that
没有
that
知
was a
道啊？我
dream,
这个考试是一
just
个
now
梦
someone raised her
所以
hand.
就算是灵魂也不要紧，对，你就
So
不怕
if you knew that was a dream, then it's okay even if you
大家
got
这
a
里面有
zero.
意识在里面。
You would not
你
be
如果
afraid.
知道你的人生是一
There's a
场
meaning
大
in
梦，
this.
百年大
If you
梦，
know that your human life is a
你就无所
huge
畏惧。
100-year dream, then you would also be
不过是梦而已啊。
fearless. You're not scared of anything. It's just a dream.
你还怕什么呢？
What are you
死
afraid
了
of?
也就了了。
Even
也
when
不
you
怕。
die, it's just ending it.
为什么你会
No
无所畏
fear.
惧？就是因为你知道
Why
人生是
can
梦
you be fearless? Because you know that human life is a dream.
这个太太跟别好朋友跑了，
Your wife ran away with your
很伤心。
good buddy. You would be
我
sad.
对我的朋友那么好，
I was
既
so
然我的
good,
朋友把我太太
so
拐
I
走，
treated my best friend so well, and he stole your wife, you would be really sad and upset. And you don't know how to live on. But if you had known that it was just a dream, then you had nothing to fear. Human life is just a dream, right? What is it to be scared of? So for many things you use this view of a dream. Then you know it is a dream, then you would not be afraid. If you don't, then you would be scared. Like if someone is carrying a huge knife chasing after you, and he ran very fast and you ran slower than he was, you would be scared. But if you know it's a dream, it's just a dream, right? Then you would be fearless. So 2 methods. First is you have to know it is a dream. Second, you need to transform the dream. How? When that person is holding a knife chasing after you, then you transform it. That I would have this gifted kung fu power, and with a palm, the knife would fly away, and with another show of the palm, that person would be down on the ground. So you transform the dream. So know it's a dream and transform the dream, to transform the evil into goodness. And that's the dream practice in Tantrayana. So the dream practice in Tantrayana. There is this method, one method. Dreams comes from the throat. There's a lotus blossom at the throat. Visualize the lotus. Only with 4 petals. Only 4 petals. At the center, Om, 6 syllable. Ya, Lu, La, Da.
上面都是梵字，呀、
Lu, La,
Da.
Sanskrit syllables, Ya, Lu, La, Da, on top of it. And they all radiate lights, and Yidam descended on top of the lotus. This is a Dharma practice. All the 6 syllables radiate red light, just red light. Actually, 4 petals with 4 colors. Like the center, the home 6 syllable is red, but it's okay if you just radiate red light. And then you completely purge, clean everything inside your brain. If you visualize this frequently and do this practice, and you pray to your root guru and Yidam, so that you would know in your dreams that it is just a dream. And then you use the red light to transform your dreams into good dreams. This is also a cultivation method that I will write in my future book. A chubby kid. Some other people would be full after eating 2 mouthfuls. But for me, even after I'm full, I can still take 2 more mouthfuls. Everything has cause and effect. Because you eat more, So you eat a little bit. If you eat too much, you become fat. If you eat too little, then you become slim. So you cannot blame it on any other things, other people. A fat guy asked a lady, is there a way without exercise, without dieting, you can burn your fat? The way to burn your fat? And the lady replied, sure. I can have you cremated directly. It is very difficult for the overweight to lose weight. The joke said, the society is getting better and better because everybody is more understanding. The men are even more so. When they have money, they want to take care of a few more girls. And the women are also more understanding, because when she knows he has no power, then she avoids being with him in order to create more suffering for him. These are the jokes that people prepared for me. Women who cannot avoid. What does this mean? Sorry, couldn't get it. It's okay. I don't get it. When a man and a woman are going out, there's a big difference. When the man needs something, they go shopping. And for a woman, when they go shopping, then they need everything. They need what they shop. So the most important key points that I talk about today, first is the heart mind. Second, illusion is no self nature. 3 key points. If you know that your heart mind is illusion and has no self nature, it's very easy for you to enter into samadhi. This is most important. Today, if you know that human life is just a dream, and that in the dream you will not get anything and you will not lose anything, then it will be very easy for you to enter into samadhi. If you want to get something or you're afraid to lose something, then it's not possible for you to enter into samadhi. Then you won't be able to enter into samadhi. At the beginning of your meditation, you need to understand this in order for you to enter into samadhi. That's all for today.